What is contributing to the rise of sex tourism among American men? This is simple. American men are tired of American women. American men want the road to least resistance, meaning that they don't like the ways of American women. Out of a sudden, they like to go play God in other countries whereby they are not even respected. They like to play God in other countries where they are viewed as a means a means to an end. They're viewed as an opportunity to come to the U.S. They're viewed as a green card. How you call it, access to come to the US. So American men in America are tired of the American woman because they don't want to face reality. The American men here do not want to face the reality. They have refused to taste the coffee. So therefore they want to go to a place, to rural areas in multiple countries, third world countries to be precise, in countries where their dollar amount goes a long way, to play God and to act as if, they are a God sent. They're here to save these women. They want to play the savior mentality. You understand? So that's how come there is a rise in sex tourism among American men. There isn't a lot of American women going to third world countries in a huge amount, seeking marriage, seeking relationship, seeking friendship, going to those countries and bad mouthing American men. I haven't seen the statistics. The common practice here is that the male, they keep going to these countries and they're wanting to land a woman that they cannot get in America. These men have low self-esteem. They don't know what to do with their lives. They are the low-hanging fruit in America. American women do not want them because they are not good providers, or they are abusive, or they have let themselves go. Okay, so what happens when they go to other countries, why they are drawn to other countries and why there is a rise, is because all their flaws that the American woman has rejected is accepted in those countries. And the reason is very simple to you and I, but not to these men, because they are blindsided. They don't want to accept reality. So therefore you should consider them as a delusional human being. Okay, they're delusional, so their judgment is skewed. You cannot trust them to make any form of good judgment. Okay, so they have refused to accept the truth for what it is. Let's say they're overweight and they take their asses to those countries. Do you think those women are going to call them out for being overweight? Like, hey, you're overweight, you need to lose weight. Do you think those women will tell them that? I doubt it, because the victim has, you know what? I don't care if he's overweight. I don't care if he has missing teeth. I don't care if his breath stinks. Sorry. I don't care what it is. Does he have money that I need? If that is a yes, then we are in business. Is he American? Can I come to America via him? If that is a yes, then they don't care about his physical outlook or his behavior, because most of them, to be honest, they have the worst behavior, the most appalling behaviors. They are rude. Okay, they are super rude, and they are very controlling. They want to go to those countries and control those women because they know they can get away with it. They migrate into those third world countries because they know that whatever it is that those women accept from them, women in America have their standard is high. They're not going to accept their asses. Do you see that? That's how come this rise is becoming an epidemic. All the men, the passport bros, are telling each other to go to these countries. Hey, come to Brazil. Oh, in Brazil, you can get a 10, meaning in terms of a beauty standard. You can get a woman who is so beautiful, and it doesn't have to cost you much. But not long ago, I saw a video on YouTube whereby a passport bro banged one woman in Colombia, and she was asking for him to pay. And it turned into an uproar whereby the police or authorities were called on his ass. Can you imagine? You left the US just to go and pay for SES. Are you crazy? Yeah, that's what it is. This is what they are practicing over there. Nothing is free. That one thing they are not telling their bros here, the wannabe passport bros here, because there are some of them that are dreaming of their lifestyle. Those passport bros, they have YouTube channel promoting, the lifestyle of a passport bro, how easy it is overseas, what they do, what they get away with, how humble. They say humble in a quote. Those women are overseas. You know what? But life is better out here. But come to find out, their asses are paying for SES. Damn it. They're paying to get laid. What type of shame is this? You are trying to tell me that you lack so much self-esteem to a point where you have to pay to get laid, and you want to brag about that, and you think you are better? What up? I mean, you are better than who? I want to know. Then the woman in America you're escaping, I don't think these women are paying for SES. I'm so sorry, but they don't want your ass because of your behavior. So you are proving to these women why they shouldn't, they made the right decision of dumping your ass, and why you're seeking to get laid overseas and paying those women. Because if you don't pay, you have nothing, no action, nothing. Your ass will be dry, and you will bring your third leg in the US full of I mean, it's gonna wait more. I don't want to get fucked. I wanted to say something else, but damn, I doubt crush. You're gonna bring your balls over here in America weighing more than 5 pounds. Stupid fool. If you don't have money, you cannot empty that ball of yours. Some would say, well, why are you being so vulgar? I'm so sorry. I have to. I mean, they're pushing me to get vulgar. I'm not vulgar intentionally. I'm being pushed because they are so stupid. Sometimes I have to talk to them in this manner. I mean, honestly speaking, this is delusional. And the the funniest part of this is that you know what they're doing? They are encouraging their fellow American men in America to join them. I'm like, hey, this is too good to be true. Oh, so it's so good to a point where you have to encourage others. You have to flaunt your lifestyle. What is there that you're hiding? If you're so happy, what do you have to flaunt it in front of us? We don't care about you. We don't need to know. We don't need to know how satisfied your life is there. But come to find out, I heard they're going to be beaten up in those countries. The men in those countries are playing tricks on their asses. Those passport bros are getting beaten up in those countries, okay? When they go there and they don't pay, or they do something to the women in that country, guess what? They end up with black eye. They whip their asses. And they come to the US, or some of them are even missing. It's not something to laugh at, but it's weird. Like, we thought everything was perfect. How come you guys are going missing? You guys are being gunned down. You guys are they're giving you guys black eye. What is happening? I would like to say, the men over here, those who are interested in tourism, they call it the passport bros. Be very careful, because I don't think the men in those countries welcome you guys. And maybe some of them view you guys as a meal ticket. You're coming in there, taking their woman, and they may resent you guys. And most of them, word around town is like, the women are not even in love with you guys. They use you guys, and they view you guys as stupid people. Do you understand me? They view you guys as stupid, because they know exactly what you are there for, and they shall get it by all means if your money is right. Damn it. You mean to tell me that your ass left the US just to go in Colombia, go to Brazil, go to Thailand, go wherever it is in those, you went to Africa just to pay and get laid? That is weird. You mean you left thousands of miles, your ass, okay, your big ass is on the plane, fighting on that plane as you go. I feel sorry for the people who were sitting next to you, because I know your ass is the type of ass that like to fart. It's a long distance plane ride, right? And you're fighting over people there just to go pay a woman for X years. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? That is so funny. It's like you travel thousands of miles. Whatever it is you did there, you could have done it here and even cheaper. You don't need to get your behind on the plane, fart on people, eat those food, bother the host. I mean, the how you call it? I wanted to say it in French. Those women, the host. How do you call them? Never mind. I forget. The waitress. They're not waitress. They're called hostess. Hostess. Okay. Bother them so they can serve your ass more food and drink, just so you can go and pay for a mamacita. I don't know how you call Colombia, of course, they're called mamacitas, a woman, a sexy woman, just to go there. It's not for free. Your ass have to pay. Shame on you, man. I am not impressed by your lifestyle. I know you're not trying to impress me, but I'm just here to say that you passport bros that go to all these third world countries, they don't respect you guys, by the way. By the way, they have no inclination of respect for you. What you see and view as if it is a sign of respect, since you claim American women are very disrespectful and you have to run away from them. These women, they're unruly. I get it. You want to go to where you are wanted, not tolerated. I get it. But yet your pot belly is piercing through your clothes, isn't it? You don't know how to go to the gym. Get it. You want to go to those countries where the women are going to rub on your pot belly and you're not going to lose weight. Got it. I get it. So American women have so much standard and you don't want to change. You are set in your ways. You want them to accept you just the way you are. Ooh, what type of deal is this? Got it. Take your ass to where you claim you are celebrated. Do you know why you are celebrated? I keep repeating myself, but do you know why you are celebrated? You are celebrated because you are half a dummy. You are not even a full dummy. You're half a dummy, because if you're a full dummy, then I will understand and I may sympathize with you. But I think you're half a dummy, because what is happening is that you go to those countries and think that you are celebrated. You are being tolerated and being used. Those white teeth you see, they're laughing and at your jokes. By the way, your jokes are not even funny. They're not laughing at your joke. They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with your ass. They're laughing at how foolish you look, because you want to go to a third world country and play God and think you're going to get those women. The woman you get, you are not getting the best of those of the women in that country, by the way. You are getting crumbs. You're not getting the best woman in that country, because guess what? The women that are doing so well for themselves, your ass cannot even pull them off. Passport bros, your ass cannot pull those women. The third world country, your ass is going to the Thailand, the Colombia, the Brazil, the Africa. You're going everywhere, right? To meet these submissive women. Submission is the key word in your language or your vocabulary. It's so funny. So guess what? I'm here to tell you that you are not even getting the top 1% of women in terms of good women of those countries that you're being to. The one you meet in those bars or the beach, wherever you go to, they are planted there for a reason. And some of them are planted there by an organization, by the way. That's how come some of you come in the US with black eye. Yeah. You get beaten up over there and you come here with black eye. Because some of those women that you see, the so-called submissive, oh my God, I'm wanted, I want to be celebrated. Guess what they do? They are planted by organizations. They are there just to rip you off because you are a financial cash cow for them. Definitely, you're going to spend. You're going to spend. What is ironic and paradoxical about this is that you don't want to spend in America on the American woman. You guys have rendered the American woman to go 50-50. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But the funniest part, and this is something I think is so much of a paradox, you go to those countries, guess what? You agree to fully take care of those women. financially. So I'm like, wait, buddy, you could have done that in the US, save your money traveling 1,000 miles and save your behind from farting on people on that plane. You could have just stayed in the US and be the good man that you think you are in those countries. You could have just stayed here and work on yourself. Work on yourself. If you have issues, solve through your issues and find yourself a good woman in America. I don't think all the women in America in our code are all bad, because in your mentalities, you passport bros have rendered or called every woman in America has all bad. I get it. But I'm telling you, you could have saved yourself so much money if what you are willing to do in that country, you could do it here. You're willing to fully take care of those women and their family in the US. All you have to do is to take care of the woman. You don't have to take care of their family, because their family are working, they have money, they don't have to be rich, but everyone is independent in the US. That is the norms, right? But when you go to those countries, you have to take care of her uncle, her grandma, her mom, her father, her brother. I'm like, wait. What are we working with? Am I the one who doesn't comprehend this? Or is it you who is half a fool? Okay, you want to leave this country, claim that the American women are not submissive. I get it. Go out there and spend your life saving on a different culture and fit into that culture, whereby you're going to spend every second. When there's anything in the family, they come to you. You are going to accept that? But why couldn't you do it here? I swear, if you were to become like that, you would get a woman in the US. Yeah, you would have. Because there's no way when you guys travel that far, you don't mind accepting the culture. And you claim it's their culture. But they are women, right? You are forgetting the common denominator. Woman. Those women are women. And the one in America are also women. You will say, well, they are not raised the same. They're different mentality. There's one mentality I know. Every woman, I don't care where you are, they love money. That is the common denominator. Every woman loves money. Okay? There isn't a woman on this planet that will say no to money. So if you go in there, you will end up spending money ridiculously. Why can't you just work on yourself and find yourself a better woman in the US, whereby you don't even have to spend that much, because 9 times out of 10 she will be independent, unless you render her a housewife and turn into a maid for you. Maybe then she won't have an income in that case. So what I'm saying is that the rise of sex tourism among American men is very alarming and concerning, and it is a practice. These men are doing it so much to the point where on the news we are getting bad news coming from it. I knew it wasn't going to last, even though they like to glamorize it, but it's not a practice that is going to last. It is not going to last, and the future of that practice is not bright, because I overheard on the news that there's a rise of HIV cases was in Colombia, one of those countries where, I think it was in Colombia, whereby the passport bros, their favorite destination, Colombia and Thailand, apparently, based on what I heard over the news, is that there is a high or epidemic of HIV cases in those countries. So what does that entail is that the passport bros may be getting those diseases and bringing it here. The passport bros, some of them may be coming here infected. And what I can tell these women, if you meet a man, ask him, you need to find out if he is a former passport bro or not. If he is a former passport bros, get him tested. Look, I'm trying to say that either he is a former passport bro or not, you should always get tested when you get serious with someone. But get alarmed if he ever said he had been to a few countries that is a hot spot for passport bros. Okay, if it is a hot spot for passport bros, I'm here to tell you, you need to really get him tested, like double test him, because that man Who knows? Lord knows he had been paying for SES left and right, going down vacation, thinking he can get it then because he had low self-esteem. He cannot pull a 5 in the US. You understand? In terms of beauty standard. So therefore, you need to really be on your guard. Do not jeopardize your life for these animal. When I say animal, it's a figure of speech, okay? These animal in Babylon, do not jeopardize your life for them. No one asked them to have low self-esteem. No one asked them to become controlling. No one asked them to not believe in themselves and improve, do the work, become providers in the US, because apparently these men are providers somewhere else outside of the US, which I will never comprehend. No one asked them to turn into fart machine in those plane ride. Do you understand me? It's just it's weird and hilarious. I see these out of shape men, in those videos, like in Thailand. You see this old man who may be wearing a diaper with a very young woman, maybe in her 20s or early 30s, and this man, this fool, who cannot even walk without his cane, he's in his 80s, and I'm like, hold on. Just be careful when you go and do the deed with this type of animal so they don't pass out. Because when I look at it, the math doesn't add up. I'm so baffled. I'm like, what type of nonsense is this? What are they doing? You think an 80-year-old broke ass can pull a 20 or even a 35-year-old or 40-year-old in the U.S.? No, his ass will be in the facility where they're taking care of him, in the group home. His ass will be in the group home, which is where he belongs. He doesn't need to be traveling the world wanting to get laid, taking advantage of a young woman. Do you understand? If you're in your 30s and you're going after someone who is 80, I think that's too much. That is too much. I'm so sorry. You're in your 80s and no. And you want to be with a 27-year-old, 25-year-old? That is ridiculous. What type of mindset is that? That's how come I tell them, like, these men, they have low self-esteem. The only thing that can lead a man to be traveling this far just to give in, it has to be low self-esteem. Honestly, they need to have low self-esteem in order for them to have this type of mindset. And I know what they would do. Well, I want the best for myself. Why would I give in? All I want is the best for myself. I cannot give in. These women here in this country, they don't want me. So therefore, those women, they make me feel like a man. You know why they make you feel like a man? Because there you are taking the responsibility of a man. But in the US, your S is feminine, has F. How about that? You want 50-50. 50-50 is a feminine trait. What type of nonsense is that? Oh, they make me feel like a man. Why wouldn't they make you feel like a man? They make you feel like a man because you act like a man when you go to those countries. You passport bros, the only time the passport bros act like a man, guess what? Is when they're outside of the US. And now you wonder why those women smile at you guys. They just look at you, those women, and laugh. You are a dollar sign and you're acting like a man. You're fully taking care of them and their family. Why wouldn't they treat you perfectly? Because apparently it seems as if when is those women, they cannot use you. You never feel used when you are dealing with women outside of the US. But the only time you feel used is when you are dealing with women within the US. What type of paradox is that? And you expect the American woman to treat you like a man? I'm so sorry. She cannot respect you. Let's talk alone, treat you like a man. She cannot respect you because you are not acting like a man. How about that? You're not acting like a man, and she has every right not to respect you. I said it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do now? Oh, jump on the plane and go to where? Go to those countries and be looked at has God. Oh my God, this God from Babylon is here. Oh my God, the God from Babylon is going to save me. Hey, Papi. How great. Papi, Papi chulo, something like that. I don't even know the whole song. these men are I don't look. You know what? It's hilarious because I don't know the whole song. If not, I could have sang it for their asses. For these men that think they have everything figured out. Honestly speaking, you are there, they're calling you, oh, papi. You know why they're calling you papi? Because you're spending. When they call you papi, you spend more. So why wouldn't they call you papi? And you said, well, American women are too masculine. Masculine? Why wouldn't they be masculine? They are masculine because you are feminine. They are masculine because you are not fully responsible financially. Because in America, the woman do work, right? So you are not fully responsible. And you think she's going to become feminine with you? Yeah, you're not stepping up. The only time you step up is when you're outside of the US. So why wouldn't she become masculine? I mean, this is weird. So the rise of sex tourism among American men is stems from a lack of responsibilities. American men do not want to become responsible when they're in America. Honestly, the dating game in America is very concerning because of the mindset of these men. They expect the woman to settle and to give in, and they don't want to change. How can you forge a relationship where you don't want to change? Let's say you have anger issues, and the woman in America say, you know what, I cannot deal with anger issue. Is it possible for you to go seek counseling, do something, do inner work? You say, well, go to hell. If you don't want me, you don't want me. Why would I do that? Now you go to those countries has a passport bros or has a sex tourist. Guess what? The woman will say, well, I don't like your behavior. Can you go to counseling? If she ever said that, I don't think she will ever mention that anyway, because she's desperate in the first place. All she cares about is her green card so she can come to the US and dump your ass. Let's say she mentioned counseling by chance, just by chance, which is slim, okay? Because they are known to take your bad behaviors, and I know why they're taking it because they want to come to the US. So what happens is like, okay, she mentions counseling, and you say, well, okay, okay, sweetheart, I'm going to counseling with you. Can we do a couple counseling? Do you see? Let's say she say, you know what? Let's do a couple counseling before we get married. Okay, sweetheart, I'm with you. When am I going to start a couple counseling? Do you see how stupid that sounds? When in the US. When the woman say, can you do couple counseling? Sure, do I look like if I have issues? Do you know my only issues is you? You see? You see the different approach? Now, these passport bros, when things go south in those countries, they are the same animal that will come online and say, you know what? You know what? Don't go to these countries. Oh, don't do this. Don't do that. Passport bros here and that. Don't become a passport bro. They come here and try to teach others or prevent others from following their footsteps. I'm like, well, if it was that glamorous, then why are you guys coming back here sick? Why are you guys missing? Why are you guys, being used? Why are you guys begging online for money when you run out of money? When those women steal your belongings? When those men plant women to steal you? And when you get crumbs in those countries? Like, it is sad. You left the US because you couldn't get laid, just to go to other countries and get crumbs and pay for it. You don't even aim for the best woman in that country because you associate beauty with a high caliber woman, like a real woman. That is weird. I will never understand you. Passport bros, hey, Mr. Sex Tourist, I will never understand your stand. Okay? So therefore, I want to say you deserve whatever it is that happens to you in those countries because no one asked you to go there. No one asked you to go there. You went there because of greed. You went there because you were greedy. You wanted to have your cake and eat it too. You are a low type of effort man. You want to give a little and get everything. So you went to those countries because you know that you will get away with it. You will get away with it. You will get away with doing bare minimum. Well, I don't think bare minimum is spending your money though. Spending money is money. It doesn't matter where you are. There's one thing that I know you don't do your bare minimum in because you have to impress those women. If you know that women are impressed by money, why can't you impress the women in America with your money? Passport bros, man, you guys are on the losing end, whichever way you put it. Uncommon theories, uncommon answer. Again, my name is Rose, and I shall always remain the Rose that you know. Thank you.